In this small video, I want to discuss the assignment I had for you to find some stock information and put them in a chart, and then insert the chart in a submission space in Blackboard. And one of the basic skills I wanted you to learn with that was, well, how to do a table. A table, it wasn't really a chart; it was a table. And how to get that table organized and insert it into a Blackboard submission box. The other thing I wanted you to do with this is I was depending on many of you not really knowing much about where to find this information, what it kind of looks like. And so going cold into it like that, being given only one web page to find this information on, forces you to become creative and to become committed. How are you going to get this information? What are you going to click on? Where are you going to go to find it? Think of search phrases. Are you going to let it conquer you, or are you going to get the data? So, once you learn the click paths, this is stuff you can get in 5 minutes. But that initial time, it might take 20, and very frustrating minutes, 30. So, just throwing it vaguely out there at you, say, I need this data, I need it in a table. I'm thinking to myself, I know what they're going to get to that page. They're going to not know what to click. They're going to go back and look at the assignment again, go back to the page, then they'll start clicking, then they'll get to one graph, or one stock data, but then how are you going to find the max graph? Then did you find the 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 5 year tabs? Did you click on those? All that sort of thing was part of it. And I didn't want to put it out step by step for you, because at one point you got to start figuring out those steps yourself. And many of you did. You did a good job with that. So the other thing is, you'll get an idea as you do research, and you'll think, I wonder if there's data on that. And you don't really know how to look for the data. You just have this fake idea. That's exactly what this one was to mirror. So, you did it once with this. How would you do it when it's in your topic arena and you're wondering, is there data on that? Is there data on this specific question you have? For example, all right, a lot of people think that driving with a cell phone makes you more prone to have an accident. But what element of the cell phone is it that does this? Is it talking to someone? Because I talk to people in my passenger seat all the time. So should we outlaw passenger seats? Passengers, they have to sit in the back so they don't talk to the driver? Is it the talking that distracts you? No, well, it's holding onto the phone. Well, I eat lunch. I put CDs in the player. I fiddle with my hands and getting that sandwich, and we eat in the car. Many of us do lunch on certain days. Isn't that distracting? As distracting? Why can't there be laws against eating lunch? So the question as to why does cell phones targeted by the law enforcement or by insurance companies as causing accidents but not eating lunch? Well, let's find out how many accidents have been recorded as happening in the United States due to someone eating lunch. Can you find that information? Where would you go? What sort of statistic chart or graph or site would you go to find that? So now you might just Google it in, but how do you know that source is reliable? How would you follow that source's sources? So sometimes you get an idea of data you want to find, but you have no idea really where to find it, or what the data is even going to look like, or how it's going to be arranged, or what it's called, or how it's categorized. And learning how to educate yourself in the opening steps of a search like that as to what the future steps of the search, the next steps should be, so that you can search more efficiently, more quickly. That's the key skill, and that's really one of the things I was testing you on, or challenging you with in this assignment, the one about the stocks and putting that information in a table.